First ladies are the champions in most of the states on all health matters. It is a very dangerous slope to tread. We were the ones that got the governors to... There's one thing we noticed was lacking for women.
Hi, I am Fehemba. Welcome to the Purple Diaries, the Policy Innovation Center's podcast series that takes a deep dive into the conversations and dialogues that we had at the Gender and Inclusion Summit 2025. Through the course of this podcast, we'll be sitting down with incredible individuals, people who are impacting the world and changing the way that we see it. Now, let's take a deep dive into this conversation. So ensure to subscribe, like, share, and comments. Hello, Ma. You are welcome to Purple Diaries. It's such an honor to have you on our podcast today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. So first, we're going to start from your role as the chairperson of the Governor's Wives Forum. We want to just give us a little light in what you do in that role, and how it influences the people that you serve.
Thank you very much. Well, you know that in Nigeria we have 36 states and the FCT, and in each state you have a first lady, or in some cases we have a first lady designate or a coordinator of the office of the first lady. In places, we have about 3 states where we have that. So everyone is a member of the Nigeria Governor Spouses Forum. Yeah. It serves as the umbrella forum for all first ladies. We have a few, 1 or 2 organizations under it. Where first ladies in the north or first ladies in the south or handling 1 or 2 things, But then this becomes the umbrella body for everyone. So I coordinate everybody. I work to make sure that we fulfill, all the things that we want to do. For instance, we started as the Nigeria Governor's Wives Against Gender-Based Violence. Oh. We had been operating as the Northern and Southern, Governor Spouses Forum. And we came together because of this problem that we had, this gender-based violence. Yeah. And we were the ones that got the governors to declare a state of emergency on sexual and gender-based violence. We now have all states that have signed the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. The Child's Right Act has been signed by all states, and child marriage and all these things are now out of the window. So how do we do this? We work on all these principles. We have quarterly meetings. I convene meetings. I give information. I liaise with government, with the Nigeria Governors Forum and our major partners. Now we've included NESG and PIC as our partners. And so we get all our partners. I talk to them. We see what we can do together. I hold the meetings. We have a secretariat that I run with, and so the secretariat also assists me, and therefore I report back to the First Ladies my findings, how we can move forward, what we can do together. And because of all that, we've expanded from gender-based violence. We took on things like healthcare. I don't know if you know, last year we worked on the HPV vaccine. And this was a success. Birth registration. If you know, First Ladies are the champions in most of the states on all health matters. We're the champions on tuberculosis, on malaria, on HIV/AIDS, on everything. So we make sure that we do all that. Climate change, we work on climate change. We work on women in leadership. We're currently, trying to make sure that they passed this reserved seats for women bill. So women in leadership. We're here talking about women inclusion, the women economic empowerment policy. We're pushing that. We're pushing nutrition. We're pushing 6 months maternity leave. 10 states have now done that. We're doing so many things, from health to economic empowerment for women, digital literacy, because we see that women are not in digital spaces a lot. So we are trying to empower them. We empower them economically in different fields. So I do that, like I said, by partnering with all our partners that are willing to partner with us. I feed back the first ladies. We have our meetings. We come to conclusions on how we're going to proceed, and then we actualize. So it's a very, very busy time, but I really relish and enjoy the role.
Great work you're doing.
Thank
Great
you.
work. Well done, Ma. So what are key policies or initiatives that you have in place that would help women gain a stronger voice in leadership and decision making?
So I already mentioned that women in leadership is one of the things that we're working on. And so this is really important for us. And by doing this, we work as a not a pressure group, but as a convening force. We make sure that we talk to the governors. We signed a compact with the House of Representatives on this gender bills, the reserved seats for women bill. We signed a compact with the House of Representatives. We have meetings with them. We have meetings with obviously with our husbands, the governors. We make sure that we talk to anybody in government to try and get things for women. Also, we support women because there's one thing we noticed was lacking. There's mentorship lacking for women. Sponsorship is lacking for women. When a man comes out to do anything, he's very lucky to get sponsors and mentors, but a female, it becomes a little bit more difficult for her to get the sponsorship she needs and the mentorship she needs to excel in her role or her perceived field. So we try to get sponsorship and mentorship for young ladies and get them in positions of leadership. We support any woman that aspires to a position. We try our best to help her, like I said, in any way that we can to get her forward. So we try all these means. We talk to power. We talk to the women themselves. We provide mentorship. We provide sponsorship. We try to get them sponsorship. And we're very lucky. We have a wonderful First Lady of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Tinubu, who, through the Renewed Hope Initiative, has empowered she empowered petty traders, she empowered women in trade and so many other things that we've done. Scholarships she gave to young women and girls and so many other things. And First Ladies also operate, apart from being a First Lady, they also operate their own NGOs. So we also work through our NGOs with the notion that we have to improve the lot of girls and women in society. So the Nigeria Governor Spouses Forum really, really focuses on women in leadership and getting girls and women to the places that they need to be. We have actually, though, said we must do it not leaving the boys behind, because it is a very dangerous slope to tread, to leave boys behind. You will not create a good society if you push a female agenda without making sure that it's balanced with the boys. So we also concentrate on the boy child.
Very true. Thank you so much, Ma. So you rightly mentioned, the importance of mentorship. And as a mentor yourself, with a lot of young girls looking up to you, what advice do you have for young girls out there who are looking at breaking barriers, or taking leadership positions and all of that? What advice do you have for them?
Well, the first thing is to believe in themselves, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody can believe in you. So I think the first thing is to develop that confidence, to develop that belief that you can achieve, and then go out and treat it. You see, when people are starting businesses, they look at avenues with which they can sit down, they do meetings, they do notes, they try and achieve, they try and structure meetings, they try and do everything. But in people's personal lives, they just sit back and expect things to happen. No, you have to deploy the same energy that you deploy to trying to start a business, trying to to your own personal development. So you look at, where do I go today? Where do I show up today? What do I read? How do I take even wellness? I need to learn to breathe. I need to learn to pace myself. And then I need to write and approach the necessary spaces. Write to government, write to us. Don't be discouraged. I mean, if you look at anybody who is in a high place today, go and ask all the billionaires on this planet. They'll tell you that for every one thing that succeeded for them, maybe 100 failed.
True.
So do not lose hope and keep going. And that is what I would tell them. Have belief in yourself. Look at those that you aspire to be and see that it didn't take them a day. It took them some time. And know that, you have to play the long game. You have to make sure that you position yourself. You have to be in the right spaces. You have to learn to express yourself with courtesy and good demeanor.
Yes.
And you need to, just and pray. I think, we must all also be in that space where we believe in a higher power.
Thank you so much, Ma. So, having been to the Gender and Inclusion Summit, what is your feedback? What is your view about the work that's been done here?
So, thank you. I was at the Gender and Inclusive Summit last year as well.
Yeah.
And I participated, and I was very, very happy with the feedback, with the kind of traction that was gained through all the interactions and interventions. So I was very happy to come back this year again. And it's even, to me, magnified, the presence and the impact. I think the sessions have been well attended. I think that the feedback is instant because a lot of people have walked up and have spoken to all what I just said about people having confidence in themselves. I'm seeing confidence in leaps and bounds here today. People have walked up, they've been able to express themselves, they've been able to tell us what they'd like to see, what they're happy to see, what more can be achieved. So they've tasked our brains, our minds. I'm very, very happy with the work being done here today, and I think the summit, is reaching even greater heights this year.
Thank you so much for that amazing feedback for
Thank
the
you.
Gender and Inclusion Summit, and thank you for being a part of Purple Diaries.
I know.
It's been such an honor.
Purple is a
having you.
fabulous color. It's a royal color.
Awesome.
So I'm happy to be part of Purple Diaries, and I look forward to seeing it back.
Okay, we're looking forward to having you here again very soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Definitely.
being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man.